the state where you are right now, do you know that you need help? Because if you don't know that you need help, then you will not be willing to do anything. All those things can be taken away. All those things can be lost. In the midst of everything, if you lose everything today, who are you? Welcome to Beauty for Ashes with Funke. Thanks for joining us once again today. It's going to be another amazing time together. Now, in the last video, we talked about defining you, and we asked this question: who are you? I hope you were able to reflect on it. If you have not watched it, please watch the video. It's very important, please. So today we are going to the part 2 of it, defining you. And today what we'll be talking on is redefining yourself. Now, if you remember, in the last video we talked about you defining yourself, not in reference to your status, your achievements, your placement in life, your possessions, or your family, race, things like that. That all those things can be taken away from you. And if you don't have those things anymore, what is left of you? Actually, it is what you have, it is who you are that will help you to make achievements in life. So we are trying to see that what are the most important things, and we talk about values. These things are very important in life, your attributes. If all things that you are seeing physically are taken away from you, are you able to start all over again? Now today we are going to be approaching it from a different perspective. And we are talking about redefining you. Before we start, I would like to tell you a story. Yes, another story. There was this man called Zacchaeus, the story in the Bible. And we learned that Zacchaeus was a short man, very short man, and he was a tax collector. In those days, tax collectors, they were not popular with the people. They were government representatives that collect the tax from the people. And they were not popular with the people because sometimes, they inflate the taxes. They are seen as corrupt people because they make money for themselves. So Zacchaeus was a tax collector. So that means with the people, he wasn't popular. He will have so many enemies. And we learned that he was a short man. There was this particular day that he learned that Jesus would be in that city. And there was that hunger in him. He wanted to see him. I believe he must have heard what he has done, how he has helped the people, how he has healed the sick, how he has turned lives around for good. And there was just that hunger in him. He wanted to see Jesus. Then he went out. But because he was a man of a little stature, there were many people there, crowd, so he couldn't see him. He couldn't press through. And he thought, well, he was thinking in his mind, I was just trying to to look through him. What can I do? I can't go back home. I want to see him. I want to see this man today. I've heard a lot about him. Maybe there could be help for me. And I could see that Zacchaeus was a very intelligent man. He thought of a way out, a strategy. So we're told that he ran ahead because he knew the routes where Jesus was going to pass through. He ran ahead. And he saw a tree. He climbed on the tree. Very sure he's going to pass through this way. So I'm going to see him when he's passing by. And we're told his story. When Jesus got there, he stood still for him and called him, Zacchaeus, come down. I'm going to your house today. When he said that, the people factor came in. People started talking. How can this man who claimed he's holy, he's righteous, how can he be going to the house of a sinner? This corrupt man, this evil man who has defrauded us. How can he go to his house? He's a sinner. But that day, there was a turning point in the life of Zacchaeus. He said, half of my possessions I'm giving to the poor. And if I've defrauded anyone, I'm going to return to that person in fourfold. That's 4 times. That day was a turning point in his life. This was a man that was called a sinner, corrupt, trickster, a cheat. But that day, he redefined himself. I believe he didn't start that way. He was not born to be corrupt from the day he was born. Maybe when he got into that office of the tax collector, he compromised himself. He compromised the value he has. He compromised the standard he has in his life in order to fit in, in order to make some more money for himself. Now let's come to you. Who are you? We asked that in the last video. But today, what is the name that you have been called? What is the label that the society have put on you? What is that name that circumstances and issues of life have put on you? And you have accepted it. You have adopted it. That yes, this is what I've been called, and I'm going to live my life that way. Some people, due to their environment, or their places of work, or the association they've been with, or in pursuit of power, of success, they have compromised whom they were born to be. What name have you been called? A cheat, a drunkard, an addict, a sloth, an evil person, a thief, a corrupt person. You don't have to continue to live that way. Maybe you have made some mistakes in the past. You don't have to continue to live in that mistake. You can make a change. Zacchaeus made a change. You too, you can do it. You can make a change. Come out of it. Because you are not meant to be that kind of person. You have been called a failure. You don't continue to live a life of failure. Don't continue in that mentality and see yourself that you can never achieve anything in life. No. You have been called a drunkard, then you continue. So, oh, there's nothing I can do. Everybody I've known, I'm the best drunkard in this whole environment. I'm going to continue that way. No, you don't have to continue that way. You can come out of it. You have been called an addict. I don't know what addiction could be. And you just feel there's no help for me anymore. I will continue that way. People know me. Yes, I've come to accept it. That's my life. I'm going to continue that way. No, you don't have to do that. Because that's not whom you were born to be. That's not whom you were called to be. How did I know? Because everything and everyone that God made, He made them good. He made them beautiful. You are a good person. You are beautiful. So don't let the enemy lie to you. Then you continue to live the lie of the enemy. Please stop that today. Zacchaeus continued in that name he was given for a long period of time. But he decided to make a change. Now, what do we need to do to redefine ourselves? To drop the names that we have acquired over the years. The names that the people have given to us. The names that we have been labeled with due to past mistakes that we have made. How can we redefine ourselves? We'll still go back to Zacchaeus. We need to learn from him. The first thing that we noticed with this man was he knew that he needed help. He needed help. The state where you are right now, do you know that you need help? Because if you don't know that you need help, then you will not be willing to do anything. Zacchaeus was wealthy that time. He was wealthy. He has money. But that man knew something was missing in his life. And he knew he has to do something about it. He knew that he needed help. I believe that in the course of his years, due to his lifestyle, due to all the things he has got himself involved with, he would have lost some relationship. Maybe family members, friends, valuable ones. And there could be time in his life that he's lonely. I could imagine him walking and people are just whispering. And he will know that, oh, these people are talking about me. And whatever they are discussing is not good. This man knew that he needed help. A step out of where you are right now, out of the pit where you are right now, is to know and admit that I need help. I need help. And the second thing he did was that he took step in the right direction. He took step in the right direction. He went to where he can get solution to his problem. He did not go to the people that would compound his problem. He went to where he knew he could get help. He has heard of this man, how he has been going around, the man Jesus, how he has been going around, touching life, turning situation around in the lives of people. I said that if only I can see this man, I think there's hope for me. There is hope for you. Take a step in the right direction. What do you need to do to come out of that situation in which you are right now? Maybe you have to go through rehabilitation. And go. Maybe you need counseling. Go for counsel. Maybe you need a coach to walk with you. Get one. Maybe you need spiritual help. You need the help of a pastor. Go. If you have a good support system, it could just be people to talk with, to give you guidance. You have a good support system in your family, make use of them. Or you have the friends that you know they care so much about you, make use of them. What you will not want to do to yourself is to go to the wrong people. For example, you are struggling with addiction, then you are still going around with the friends that you're having the same problem with. It's not a step in the right direction. What helped Zacchaeus that day was because he took the right step in the right direction. So why don't you start with that today? Taking the right step in the right direction. What is the problem that you have? Then ask yourself, where can I get help? And you need to be careful because there are so many kind of help out there. Don't be deceived. Get the right one. Then the next thing that you need to do is this. Zacchaeus was willing to pay the price to get help. He was willing to pay the price to get help. Are you willing to pay the price to get help? Are you willing? Remember that when we started, we said Zacchaeus was a very short man. He wanted to see Jesus. He couldn't see Jesus. He was short. He could have gone back home and said, oh, I tried to see him. I didn't see him. Let me go back home. But this man was determined. He said, no, whatever it takes, today I must see this man. Because he couldn't see, he ran ahead. Imagine, I was just trying to imagine how fast he ran. He must have been exhausted before he got to that tree. He ran. When he got to the tree, he had to climb up. He was willing to pay the price. Whatever price he has to pay to get the help that he needs, he was willing to pay. Are you ready to pay the price to get that help? The price you need to pay sometimes may include some association where you need to break off from. Some relationship you need to just say goodbye to. It may mean making some sacrifice. That position, you may have to leave it. Some benefits that you are deriving from some things before, you just have to leave it. It may inconvenience you. I know it could be very scary. But if you can start on that journey, you will see how help will arise for you. But it has to start with you first. Because these are the steps you have to take on your own. If you are not willing to do any of this, it will be difficult even for people around you to be able to help you. And to continue to live a life that is not yours is not a fulfilling life at all. For you to continue to live and adopt the labor which circumstance society has given to you is not good. It's not good. That means you have not really lived the life that you're called to live. So be ready to pay the price. Be ready. It could be difficult at first. But if you are committed to it, at the end of everything, you will look back and you will tell yourself, I'm glad I took those steps. Another thing again that could help is not to make excuses, defend yourself, or procrastinate. Zacchaeus that day, he did not in any way make excuses. Say, oh, can't you see I'm a very short man? I have tried. Let me go back home. I can't do anything again. No. As you start on this journey to redefine yourself, you'll be faced with some challenges, some oppositions. Don't make excuses. I say, I tried. Let me just give up. No. He did not defend himself. He said, I knew I have defrauded people. Whoever I've wronged, I'm ready to give back. What are the mistakes that you have made? Don't make excuses. Don't defend yourself. Don't push the blame to another person. Admit it. I went wrong. I derailed in this area. I made the wrong choices. And I have consequences. But now I'm ready to make a change. I'm ready to turn a new leaf. Don't make excuses. Don't defend yourself. And don't procrastinate. If you are listening and you said, today, I want to try to take that step, let it be today. Start looking at what are the resources that can help me. Where can I get help? What do I need to make right? And you start on that journey. And another thing that we need to learn from this man was that he was willing to make things right. He was willing to make things right. Willing to make things right. Ready to settle things. Are you willing to make things right? Are you willing? Are you ready? Or you still want to, I'm not ready yet. Maybe I should try this again. Are you ready to make things right? In your journey in things, maybe that you have stepped on toes. You have wronged some people. Are you ready to make things right? I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry that I did this. I'm so sorry, please. Are you ready? Until you are ready to make things right, this may not go well. But I'll tell you this today. Once you are ready to take the right step in the right direction, there will be a way. There will be a way for you. Things will start opening up and help will arise for you. So don't live with that name that people have called you. Say you're drunk. I said, yes, I admit I'm a drunk. I know I've been given the award of the best a drunk person in this neighborhood. They're all what you do. You live your life as that. That's not what you are called to be. It's not. Or you have been called a cheat. And that's what anywhere you go is just how to cheat people one way or the other. You are more than that. What have been called a failure? Then you have been telling yourself, I don't think I can ever make it. No, you can. Because that's not how God made you. God did not make you to be a cheat, to be a trickster, a fraudster. He didn't make you to be a failure, a slut. He didn't make you to be whatever evil name that goes around that people are calling you out there. That's not how He made you. You can come out of that pit today. What have we said? Look into the life of Zacchaeus. Learn from him. He changed things around that day. He was no longer the same man he was when he woke up that day. And that change can happen to you. Redefine yourself today. What are those values that you knew you had some years ago? And they've gone because you have compromised who you are. Because in pursuit of wealth, in pursuit of success, in pursuit of popularity, pursuit of fame, you have compromised so many things. Because you want to have this, you want to belong, you have compromised yourself in so many ways. Or you make some mistakes. And now the name goes with you everywhere. You can put a stop to it today by coming out of that situation. We have mentioned some things today. Please, if you are in that situation, take a step today. Just like Zacchaeus did. Take a step in the right direction. Admit that you need help. Be willing to make the sacrifices that it needs for you to redefine yourself. Don't make excuses. Do not defend yourself. Do not procrastinate. And be willing to make things right. And when you are able to do all these things, you will see that you have lost, you that people have given a bad name, you are able to redefine yourself and now show the people, no, I'm not whom you think I used to be. This is who I really am. And if you look into the life of Zacchaeus, you could see a man who he was an intelligent man, inquisitive, knowledgeable, a generous man, a teachable man. These are good attributes that this man has, but people did not see that in him before. They just see a cheat. They just see a corrupt man. But you can make things turn around for you. That people will not see you as a drunkard anymore. They will not see you as an addict. They begin to see that, oh, this is a great man, an honorable man, a man of excellence, a man full of wisdom, a humble man, a man that's honorable, because that's whom God has called you to be. Whether you're a man, a woman, a lady, a boy, or a girl, you are honorable. Redefine yourself today. In case you have lost who you are, redefine yourself today, and you'll be glad you did. We still have another part that will be coming later on. So please, in whatever you do, as I close, be good and godly. Take a time of reflection today. Redefine yourself. Thank you. My name is Funke Adini once again. God bless you. See you again next time. Bye.